What's up guys, DwkVideos. I make military content, put it on the internet for you guys to enjoy. If you want, my social media links will be in the description down below. If you want to stalk me, find me, and kill me, very easy to do. Today we're going to be talking about, is being enlisted more fun than being an officer? Before we start off the bat, let me break down the basics for those of you who don't know the difference. Enlisted means that you're just joining the military either straight out of high school or with no college degree. You can have a college degree going enlisted, but normally you go officer. It's the lower rankings of the military. Now I'm not saying like, you know, E7s and above are lower rankings, but if you look at the chain of command board, you got E1 through E9, right? And then O1 through O10. So officers are always outranking the enlisted no matter what. Now, are you gonna come as like an O1 officer straight out of college and, you know, go tell a chief what to do? Not really. I mean, theoretically, yes, but you're basically coming in as a manager role, not necessarily you know more about the job or more experienced than the chiefs. The chiefs are there to mentor you, but you're there in a manager position to eventually take over and then become a higher ranking officer, right? In the military, your degree doesn't really mean you're gonna be doing that as your officer job. It just means you went through 4 years of college, which now qualifies you to become an officer. So you can get your degree in like, I don't know, education, and then go teach an engineering company or lead an engineering company on the boat. Enlisted, you join with no prior education besides high school. I mean, you can join with some college, whatever, but no specialized education higher than a bachelor's degree. You come in, you go to A school, and you learn a trade. The officers will come in, learn that trade, or at least the managerial perspective of the trade, and then get taught on the job by like Navy chiefs to then perfect the job. If you have a specialized degree in something like medicine or healthcare, you're gonna go straight into that. So if you're like a nurse doctor, you're gonna be a nurse doctor, and then corpsman, what I am, will be like your little EMTs or whatever you want to do. If we're really hyped up, we're gonna call ourselves paramedic, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, this idea kind of came from every single time I go out. It's been extremely rare that I've seen officers. Now, I know a couple officers who go out and party crazy hard on the weekend. However, statistically, officers to enlisted, of what I've seen of having fun, huge differences. Now, this isn't saying officers didn't have fun in college. It's not saying that. They definitely probably went out and partied in college a ton. That's not what I'm saying. Once you join the military, there's different standards. When you come in as an enlisted and you're a younger dude, even if you're older and you join as enlisted, because we view you off rank, not age. So you could be like a 35-year-old. If you come in as an E3, you're gonna be paired up with the other 19s and just be like, oh, it's an E3. So hypothetically, you come hungover at a PT and you're puking your brains out. Everyone's going, haha, should've drank more water, it's bad E3. The officer comes hungover at a PT, they're probably losing their job. They're getting reprimanded. Because everyone has to look up to them, they're supposed to be in a supervisorial, like, perfect role, right? Everyone's supposed to be able to look up to them, and you can't counsel people on bad things if you're doing bad things yourself. So there's already a higher bar for joining as an officer. There's this thing called fraternization, which means there's a weird thin line where officers can't really hang out with enlisted, like enlisted can hang out with enlisted. So if me and my buddy, I don't know, let's say I'm a 19-year-old that just joined the military, and there's another 19-year-old, we're at the same command, we go partying on the weekend, we're 19, so we're not doing anything, but go partying on the weekend, we come back, and let's say the sailor's of an opposite sex, and we're just friends though. We can share like the same bed. We can just sleep on opposite sides of the bed, whatever. If an officer did that with an enlisted, and let alone a different sex enlisted, they're definitely losing their job. It's gonna fall under fraternization no matter what, even if nothing happened. So, you guys get what I'm saying, where there's like thin lines that they can kind of cross. If it's like a group outing, of course they can come. However, they're still viewed as like the older group, regardless if you're like 23, immediately out of college. You're viewed as the older group, and you're kind of just paired with like the E7s and above, who are probably in their 30s and have kids. While the younger enlisted is gonna go out, especially in San Diego, if you go to like PB or gas lamp quarter, and you see the dudes with the fades, all the Marines, the majority of them are just gonna be lower ranking enlisted. Very rarely have I seen an officer go out and party. I know one officer off the top of my head, parties every single weekend. He's like a weird phenomenon. Every other officer is like at home with their spouse, reading books, or, that's such a stereotype, but not generally like doing the party thing. So, in my experience, being enlisted is more fun. The experiences that you get to do, Like, yeah, you probably partied in college or whatever, but what chance are you gonna deploy as a 19-year-old, hit a port in Thailand, and do crazy, crazy things with your other friends that are around your age, right? When officers hit ports, they probably have to group with other officers who might be older than them, might be other things. They can't do crazy things because they're being watched so heavily. I'm not saying enlisted just do crazy illegal things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything's doing enlisted, but like, I don't know, a bunch of enlisted dudes go to a strip bar or something, right? A strip club, they hang out, it's whatever. Everyone would be like, oh yeah, they went to a strip club. If a bunch of officers, right, a bunch of like leading officers went to a strip club in like Thailand, everyone would be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? You know, the professionalism level is so much more increased at that position. That I said that enlisted had more fun than officers, there's a caveat. Officers get paid so much more, it's worth it. It is so worth it. I would take that money in a heartbeat. Dude, look at the pay chart right now. Type in type in DFAS, D-F-A-S, military pay chart on Google. It'll show you the updated 2019 one. Just go to like 03 with like 3 years in, and then go to E3 with 3 years in, and look at the pay difference. It's literal thousands, and then you go to the BH, literal thousands. Man, so good. So good. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you in the next one.